Hello there and welcome to the Everyday Patch. We're a little bit late on the video this week because a problem that most gardeners face, especially when you haven't got any actual soil in your garden at all brought in. I only have about this much compost. I've got some from the composter but it's not quite ready. The plan was to pot up the squash because they're ready for outside. They've been hardened off, they've been in and out. And out outside most of the time. They are under cover at the minute because it's a bit of a windy, rainy, doesn't know what it's doing kind of day. It was due to thunderstorm, but fingers crossed that's gone away and we're not having that now. So yeah, so change of plan. I'm just gonna show you a little bit around the garden. The updates. Some of my flowers have begun to grow in the basket, so we've got some nasturtium marigolds and I put some labella in as well. Yeah, so the plan, I'm just gonna give you a little show around, let you know what's been going on, and then when I get some more compost I'll show you putting them up into the big tubs and how I fill them so that I'm not using too much compost, but still not got enough to fill them. So we've got, it's looking quite busy. We've still got lots of little pots going with smaller plants in. We've got the marigolds ready to go in with the squash later. Beans are looking very good, and our lettuces we've been picking for the guinea pigs. Keep it going. There's one of our spud bags we're going to just top up and cover. So I'll do that now. I have also got a couple of little clips from the front garden as well, so I will add them in at the end of the video. So I'm just throwing in some of this compost I've got. I've noticed this one over here is growing faster than these ones over here, you see. So I've been sort of filling it up like that, so that I can reduce how much compost I'm using until I get to go to the shop. So yeah, I just do that, try and cover them as much as I can. And this one's nearly ready for finishing and letting it go. I have got a couple of other bags of potatoes going because you can never have too many at all. You can never ever have too many. So yeah, as I say, we've been harvesting the salads as we go. The crock pot's looking, cabbage is going well in there as well actually. It's not been getting munched. We've got cabbage here, we've got lots of carrots along the back. But what I do with these is, as they start to grow, I pull them out and we distribute them. So you see I've put a couple here. I do the same with like my radishes and the beetroot and stuff. If they're multi-sown and there's too many in the way, I just poke them out and move them somewhere else, and they seem to do alright. I did these I think about a week ago, these little carrots that are here. Just pulled them out, and then one's over there. I just pulled a couple of clumps out of the row and then just separated and put them back in. Harvested a lot of my celery yesterday for the guinea pigs. That is actually last year's celery, so it's probably going to flower soon. I just notice how it's not really given separate stems now, it's just growing in one sort of tall. So yeah. But it'll be the first year that I've taken my celery to flower and left it in over winter. Same again with my, I left that in over winter and it's flowering. So I believe that these little pods here that I left behind after the flower are seed pods. So maybe we'll get some free seed. Maybe not, but you know, that's just what gardening's about to me. It's about trial and error. See what works, what doesn't. Especially when you've got such a small garden like this. We've also this as well. And the flower boxes there, just starting to pop up. So that's peas on the go. I'll put cucumbers out here now. These are Wisconsin or something. So they're a bit hard yet, I noticed. I did have my other 2 cucumbers out, but they started to shrivel, so I've taken them back in to see if I can rescue them. If not, I will just seed some more because, well, that's a lesson learned, isn't it? That they're a bit more hardier than the other ones I had. These are like a spiked variety, whereas the other ones were quite smooth in texture. We've had some growth as well on the little herb trough. Not a lot, but you can definitely see that things are germinating and getting going in there. And I'm pretty sure we've got some buds on our raspberry. And I called it a strawberry again every time I come to this plant. And these are raspberries as well. These are offshoots from the main one that we've had a few years, and obviously the new fruit bushes at the back there. That's the main garden update. Like I say, I am planning on plotting my squashes and stuff and my tomatoes when I get some compost. Today I am going to get into my seed box and do a little bit of succession sowing. So I'm just gonna some extra salads, some extra radishes and beetroots and things like that. And then I will also at some point this weekend do a few more like Brussels sprouts and kale and things like that. Just so I can keep them small in containers until I can pop them up to replace things like the succession sowing and the radishes when they come out. Got quite a lot going on here. So these 2 are broccoli, cabbage, we've got cauliflowers, we've got some black zucchini, this is borage, extra tomatoes and things as well, and some poppies and flowers. What we'll do is all these extra tomatoes that are out here, because they're quite hardy, because well, they've been here from cutting. These are just the pinch shoots, the suckers. Pinch shoots. Yeah, they're off the suckers, so they're quite hardy because they've been outside since they were repotted on. So they will get passed to friends and stuff. But yeah, it for the back garden. Like I say, what I will do is I will edit and add on the video for the front garden with strawberries and the cherry and plum tree, and the update with the back as well. So I'll add that on now. See you in a minute. So I'm using all of these sort of things to wedge them in so they don't fall too much. Strawberries look brilliant. But yeah, it's getting a bit of a battering with the wind at the minute. Yeah, I keep an eye on it through the window. And there's the other plants at the front just chilling because, you know, it's a bit windy for them today. And these are the 2 tomato plants that need potting up into the bigger trough once we've got a bit more compost. This is actually the top from one of these. So it was initially this size, and we had a bit of an accident. So I popped him back in there. It was a bit droopy for a couple of days, but he's looking fairly okay now. And that's the Shirley variety. These are the cucumbers that saved from outside. As you can see, they're not looking very happy after the lovely weather that we're having outside. It's sort of sunny / windy / raining every 2 minutes. Welcome to British weather for you. And we've got the tomatoes I did from seed, and also mine and Isabella's sunflowers. Got the golden courgette there. We've got a sweet peppers and a chili plant, and then Isaac's watermelon experiment. These are the strawberry seeds that Isabella has planted. You can see some tiny little bits of growth on them there. yep, so that's pretty much it for this week. Like I say, I will get a bit more done when I've got some compost, and I will film layering those big tubs and being able to pop the squashes in. Hopefully this weather calms down a little bit. But yeah, if you like this video, pop me a follow, and I'll see you again next time.